Hi guys, it's me, Camjogeny, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So that's right. In today's video, I will be talking to you guys about how and the process and the mindset and everything about me applying to cosmetology school. For those of you who don't know, I started going to a cosmetology school called Empire Beauty. I started in July of this year, 2019. I started July 14th. It was either the 14th or the 12th, but I feel like it was the 14th. But I know I started in July. I think my mindset behind applying for cosmetology school was definitely I was wasting time, okay? I know a lot of people's hesitation with school is time. It's time, it's patience, it's knowing or trying to figure out whether or not it is worth it. Whether or not you going to school is going to be worth it in the end, because a lot of times you go to school for certain things that, honey, at the end of the day, you get out of school and you're not going to find a job for it, or there isn't a big demand for it, or you're going to get out and they're going to require that you have such and such amount of experience before you even can get a job. So then you're stuck on your ass, because how are you supposed to get experience if they won't give you a job? Our society, our economy, all America. I remember having a discussion with my parents about school and all this other stuff, and they were just telling me, like, you need to do it. Like, you're wasting your time, you know? I was trying to grow my following on social media, and it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. It still isn't working the way I want it to, but at the end of the day, I'm doing social media at this point just because I love to. I like filming videos. I like, you know, showing people what I can do and my personality and things like that. So if that means that 200 people watch, 2 people watch, 15, whatever the case may be, I just want to show somebody that, bitch, if I could do it, you could do it, period. It's easy. That fucking commercial is so funny. The process. It was funny because like probably a month or maybe 2 months, I don't even know the time span, but my cousin had sent me a post on Instagram and it was from Empire Beauty School and it was talking about some contest or something like that. And I saw it and I was just like, okay, yeah, whatever. But I really didn't think, oh, Empire was the school that I was going to apply to. My main thing was trying to find a school that, one, was close to me in proximity so I could, you know, commute or whatever the case may be, and 2, also finding a school that had a reputation. I wasn't about to spend however much, which I will be getting into, I wasn't about to spend however much I was going to have to spend to go to a school that has no reputation, nobody's heard of it, and when I walk into these salons and things of that nature trying to get a job, they're like, honey, that's nothing. Like, no, I wanted to go to a school that had a reputation, really was going to open doors for me, because at the end of the day, that's what this career is all about. It's about getting yourself the tools and the necessary, you know, training to open doors for a career that you want to make. You know, it's your career at the end of the day. You kind of build this as you go along. Listen, this is going to be a lengthy video because I'm really trying to give you guys the nitty-gritty and everything about applying for cosmetology school, okay? Because it's not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. I went ahead and I went on empirebeautyschool.com.org, whatever it is, but it's Empire Beauty School. You'll see it, you know, it looks official. They had the option for you to set up a tour. So I did. I set up a tour, and I remember I was super nervous. I was like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. I was excited because at this point, with me applying for cosmetology school, it's been 2 years since I graduated high school. So it's been a good gap between me going to high school and now me starting to go to college. Like, it's been a 2-year gap. And a lot of times people they don't go back to school after the first year of being out of school. You know, like, if anyone has ever taken a year gap, I mean, I would love to know in the comments if you took a year gap and you went back to school, because that's amazing. Because I know a lot of people don't do that. They don't go back. Round of applause for me because, honey, I'm that bitch. I went back. I went ahead and I set up the interview, and when I went in for the interview, they gave me a tour of the campus. And when I put air quotes around campus, it's basically because it's just one building and they just give you a tour around the building. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you go. I haven't seen the other locations because I go to the one, well, I ain't even gonna tell you all that, but I go to one that's closest to me. So I haven't seen like Kennesaw and all the other locations that Empire has. So theirs could be bigger or smaller or whatever, but I know my location, it's just one building. And they showed me around, they walked me around, they gave me, you know, just a briefing of everything. And I was just like, wow, like this looks, you know, fun. This looks like something that I really want to do. I want to do this. I'm ready. Like I was born for, like, do you not see me? Like even when I walked in, because this was around the time I was wearing my Beyonce hair. It was the hair that I just had in my Forever 21 try-on haul. That was the hair. And at the time, it didn't have bangs. I just had it in a middle part or whatever, or a side part or something. And I remember going into the school. This was before my birthday. I remember going into the school and, you know, just talking to them, and everyone was so obsessed. They were like, your hair is everything. Oh my God, you colored that yourself. And feeling that energy definitely made a difference. You really need to go in there and see for yourself just how supportive and how much of a community that it is within the school. Because honestly, I have made some friends already that I can tell are just genuine people that not only, even if I don't talk to them after school, there's still people that I know throughout the duration of me being in school are always going to have my back in a sense of if I need help, if I need, you know, to practice, or if I need some guidance or something, they will be there, you know? So it's definitely like a community. And I feel like that is another reason why people hesitate to go to school, because they don't want to go into a situation where they're the new person. Nobody wants to be the new bitch. Like, shit, like I didn't want to be the new bitch either. But the way that I felt when I walked in there, I was like, I belong here. You know, I definitely belong here. After the tour, I went ahead and I talked to Dr. Robinson, who is my overall principal type lady, you know what I'm saying? And she basically was giving me the rundown of financial aid and all of that stuff, which is stuff that really helped me. And so once I did that, I left that day and I said, all right, I'm doing this, you know? So I went ahead and I gave them my $25 application fee, and I applied. That's when the real shit started happening, bitch, because nobody warned my ass about all this. We knew my bitch ass wasn't gonna be able to pay for all this, bitch. I am not floating in money, nor do I have the money right now to be spending on cosmetology school. I'm trying to go to cosmetology school so I can get that money, okay? I don't got it yet. I definitely had to go ahead and apply for financial aid. And in applying for financial aid, it was definitely a process. I had to verify all sorts of things, you know. Of course, my information, I had to give them my mom's information. I had to give them how many people lived in my household. And I had to give them, you know, are my parents together? Are they not together? How many siblings do I have? How many people in my household are attending college right now? And it was just a lot to go through, because I promise you, just in the quote unquote application process alone, I went up to that school at least like 6 to 7 times, back, forth, and I lived 20 minutes from the school. So that was every day. Like even in one day, I remember I went to the school, left, and then came back because I had to do something else. So I was really, it's not for the faint of heart, honey. If you're really about to be in this, you're about to be in it because you want to be in it. And I knew I wanted to be in it. I wasn't about to start applying and then just stop because, oh, I have to drive up there too many times. Or I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna be driving up there every day if I get in. So I might as well start now, bitch, learn my way there. It was a process to this. This was the bag that I got on orientation day. And it literally just says it's a cosmetology thing. And it says Empire Beauty Schools. And it's real cute, really cute. It's a nice tote bag. I mean, I don't use it, but I see some people, they've been dogging their shit out, bitch. When I tell you this shit falling apart. Straps about to come off like they dog. This is my file with all of my paperwork in it, all of my information, my registration forms, my credit spreadsheet of how many credits I need for the program, how I'm gonna pay for the program, all of that stuff. This is really just a good explanation for what is tea and what is about to happen. In applying for financial aid and doing all that, it definitely was not easy. I promise you. It was one of those things where I just, like, it was so much work that if you really were not looking to do this, honey, you would have been deterred. Like, you really would have been like, nah, I'm not about to go through all that. Nah, I'm good, sis. Y'all could keep it. Y'all could keep it. So right here I have like the start dates. So I started at the earliest start date for this entire, year, and the earliest start date was July 15th. So I did start on July 15th, and I can't believe it's almost been 3 months already. That's what's gagging me. If you think, oh my God, so let me give you the rundown. Let me actually get into the nitty gritty, because I feel like I've just been rambling for the past however many minutes since I've been rambling. I am doing the night program, which means that for the next 2 years, I will be going to school every day from Monday to Thursday, 5:30 to 10 on Monday through Wednesday, and then on Thursday, 5:30 to 9:30. That is every day, every week, for 2 years. I didn't do day simply because I know myself. I know I don't like to get up in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I've never been a morning person. I don't think I ever will be a morning person. Okay? So that being the case, I knew that the waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning, or me having to wake up earlier to get this cue, was not it. It just wasn't the move. Yes, 18 months sounds so much. Oh my God, 18 months, yay. But I'm not in a rush. I'm trying to soak up and learn as much as I possibly can, because at the end of the day, this is my education. I'm paying for this. I'm gonna have to pay for this once I finish the program. So I want to learn everything that I possibly can, and I want to have the time to do it. 2 years to me, that's a real technical school, if I'm being honest. Any technical college that I've heard of, going to Georgia State or going to this or going to that, or not Georgia State, but Georgia Tech, things like that. Like any technical school that I've heard of, it's a 2-year program. So the whole 18 months, yeah, it sounds great, and all these girls and people are just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do day program because I gotta get up out of here. I can't be staying. No. The beauty industry is still gonna be there when you finish, whether you finish 18 months, 2 years, however long it takes, it's still gonna be there. I want to enjoy this. This is my college experience. It is. This is my college experience. So for me, I want to soak this in. I want to take my time and figure out, wow, like I did that, So night program just made the most sense for me. My schedule, the way I have it set up, I work on the weekends, I go to school during the week. So Monday through Thursday, I'm going to school, and that's all I'm doing. I don't work, honey. I do not work during the week. Now, granted, I am staying with my family while I'm in school, and I'm also, funding myself. Like the only things I really have to pay for are my phone bill, my car insurance, or help out on the car insurance, the Hulu for the household, and then, every time I get paid, I get some stuff for the house. But other than that, I don't work during the week. I only work on the weekends. So from Monday to Thursday, I'm at school. Friday to Sunday, I'm at work. And that works for me. Now, with this whole Forever 21 might be going bankrupt situation, bitch, I might need another job. You might see your bitch talking about, hi, welcome to Smoothie King. That is how my schedule works, and I know myself. I know that me trying to work in the morning and then go to school in the afternoon, girl, no, I just wouldn't have been able to do it. I wouldn't be focused in class. I wouldn't be able to really absorb the information. It just wouldn't work for me. It would not work for me. So I don't work during the week. I work on the weekends. And I think that is something that you need to figure out. You need to figure out your schedule. You need to figure out, how am I gonna, make money, but also be in school? What am I doing? And once you figure that out, I feel like it'll make it a lot more easier. Everything will make more sense once you figure out your schedule. So, like I said, financial aid, the process, all the documents, all the paperwork I had to bring, tax this, tax information that, I worked here, I worked there, this is how much I made, this is how much my mama made, this, that. It was a lot of fucking work, but I did it. There was the biggest sigh of relief. I was so happy because it really got down to the wire, because it was like the last day for information. You still got to bring me this. You still got to do this. You still got to do that. So I was over here stressing, but I made it through, and that's what's most important. So once I made it through and I was officially a student at Empire Beauty, it was really just waiting on the start date. So that weekend, the weekend before I started school, I had my birthday party. I went away for the weekend into Atlanta with my Airbnb, had my fun, and then when it came down to it, that Monday I started school. And when I tell you, I never was more happy in my life. I honestly, if high school was anything like what this is turning out to be, bitch, I would have probably got a scholarship or something, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fun for me, because I already know a lot of the things that they're teaching me, but they're also teaching me more. They're teaching me the technical aspect of it. They're teaching me everything that I thought I already knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's another thing. A lot of people feel like, well, why would I go to cosmetology school? They ain't gonna teach me what I want to know. Or people will be like, well, why do I have to learn hair and this, that, and the third, when all I want to learn is nails, or all I want to learn is makeup, so why do I need to do this? When I tell you, you want to learn everything, and you're going to want to learn everything, because when you start to realize that having multiple facets to what you do makes you more valuable, I, myself, knowing that I can walk into a room and do someone's makeup, do someone's hair, style somebody, do their nails, all that stuff, I'm a threat. And who gonna check me, boo? Having that confidence and knowing that I'm that bitch is the best thing that you can ever ask for. It's one of the greatest feelings that you could ever ask for. I'm telling you, do it now. If you're thinking about it, if you're guessing, do it now. Because it is something that you're going to realize that, wow, I should have started earlier. I should have started sooner. Because in the back of my head, I was like, why didn't I start last year? Why didn't I start when I finished school? I could have did this right after I graduated. Right after. And been done by now. I'm 21 years old. Could have been done already and starting my career at 21. But because I was so hesitant and because I was so hell-bent on trying to do it my way, I didn't want to do that, in that time of me not going to school, I did teach myself a lot of things. I definitely am glad that the break happened, because in that time, I mastered my makeup. I mastered how I like my hair to look. I mastered how to style my hair. I mastered how to dress myself. I mastered how to present myself in a school environment. Like all these different things I mastered in the time between me leaving high school and me going to cosmetology school. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is Empire in and of itself. I did not know that this was that established of a school until I went in for that interview. When I went in for the interview and I saw how they go to the Bronner Brothers hair show, they you know, 99.9 or 90% of their students get jobs right after graduation, even before graduation. Like, with all that, I was just like, wow, this is crazy. Because if I can get a job before I even finish cosmetology school, and then I have a 6-month grace period to begin paying back the loans that I owe, honey, I can start paying back in like 3 months with the job that I'm about to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit I'm talking about. They guarantee, or they make it to where you're going to get a job after you finish this, honey. Like, there's no excuse unless you just didn't do shit. Yes, you're in a school, but they're not there to hold your hand. You go to that school when you want to go to that school. You are a grown-ass person going to school. Even if you're 18, just graduated, whatever, you're still a grown person going to school. And this is not like you have to be here, mandatory. Attendance is mandatory. It's mandatory, but at the same time, you're grown. You don't have to show up. But just keep in mind, every time you don't show up, that fucks up your attendance. You need a certain amount of hours plus a certain amount of credits to graduate. If you don't have the certain amount of hours or credits, bitch, you're not going anywhere. And what happens is you're gonna have to pay out of pocket for the extra credits and the extra hours that you need to finish the program. And I doubt anybody wants to do that after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. This ain't for them, and they just fucking leave. You know, they done got all these tools and these kits and, you know, all the supplies and stuff, and they just say fuck it. And that is sad. It sucks. For me, I know I'm gonna finish this fucking program. I will be on this fucking YouTube channel talking about graduation day. Like, I'm excited for what the future has in store for me. I'm in a happy place with my family. I'm in a happy place with my job. My love life is not looking too shabby. Everything for me right now is falling into place. And with that being said, I feel like that was all because I took that step and decided I'm going to start now. Because before me going to cosmetology school, I was wandering. I was working all these jobs that weren't geared towards my future, and I was wandering, and I was comfortable doing that. But once I started school and I realized this is where I belong, this is my environment, that's when I was like, yeah, I will never second guess myself again. I will never doubt myself again. I will never put myself in the predicament to not do something that I was born to do. That is how I applied for cosmetology school. And I know it wasn't too much about the how, but like I said, it's really just a you experience because it's different for everybody. There are different plans that you can go with. There are different situations, scenarios. Your household is different. All that is different. So whether you need financial aid or you don't, it's still something that at the end of the day, you need to, you know, figure out for yourself. And if you really want to do this, do it. Because I'm telling you now, they're going to teach you what you need to know and what you want to know. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope that this video inspired you. Send this video to someone that you feel needs to hear this. Send this to somebody that you know is creative and you know does hair, you know does makeup, you know does anything creative. And let them know that, bitch, stop wasting time and stop wasting your talent. Do what you need to do to get where you need to get. And that's on period. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to watch more videos, please feel free to check out my channel and all the other videos that I've uploaded. I am trying to be more consistent with this YouTube thing list, and I feel like right now it's paying off, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at all. If you enjoyed this video, just please give it a like, a comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I promise you, in the next couple years, if you stick with me, bitch, some shit about to pop off. I'm just saying it now. Some shit gonna pop off, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. You can do it. It's easy. while you sitting at home on your couch, you could be going to school at DeVry. Went to high school, didn't do great. Still I gotta make more cash. More education is what I'm looking at. When I get a degree, I will make a bigger salary. So now I've got to see which college is right for me. I went on the internet and found Education Connection. I took Girl, don't tell me those wasn't y'all favorite songs. Those are y'all favorite commercials. Period. You know you love them fucking commercials, bitch.